That's why Coach Marcina has gone out and really shaken up his roster here in the month of April. 6 new additions alone to the roster, 3 this week, including a familiar face, Sam Adeniran.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Sam Adeniran back in. Wonderful player. You can see how he'll do in the offensive half. He's going to be looking to come in, but also to go long as well and shake it up even outside on the wing and dribble up players. But look at this, Tanya Aluwashai here, Sam Adeniran, Jorge Hernandez, a lot of great players.
Yeah, a lot of great players as well. And going back to Sam Adeniran, 10 goals, 20 matches a year ago, including the game winner in the final against Lou City. And here's a guy who knows the system, knows what's expected out of him when he comes to play for Alan Marcina. He should fit right in seamlessly.
Like I said, I spoke to Sam yesterday. He's excited to be back. You said it, you spot on, Dan. He knows exactly what Coach needs from him, and he'll fit right into this squad. I'm excited to see him play tonight. Should be a good go.
And on the other side for Las Vegas Lights, they too are trying to boost their attack and have turned to a former USL Championship MVP, Emmanuel Ledesma, with 16 goals back in his run with FC Cincinnati in 2018. And he should help Lights as well in trying to bolster their attack as they move forward in the season.
Without question, Ledesma has the experience in USL, has some experience in MLS. He'll be excited to get out here in front of a wonderful crowd outside the field and to show what he has to offer for his teammates.
He's going to come off the bench tonight. Could be some interesting strategies from Las Vegas to see what position they're in at a certain point in the match. But again, great night tonight on the field. A little windy out there. 2 clubs looking for 3 points as they head forward here into the month of May. We'll have starting 11s and kick when we return right after this. Say hello upstairs here in the broadcast booth with the former MLS defender, Kofi Sarkodie. I'm Dan Weiss. Great to
Commitment to taking care of Texas extends beyond
is a picture-perfect final Saturday here in the month of April at Toyota Field. Week 8 of the USL Championship campaign upon us. San Antonio FC winless in their last 3. Las Vegas Lights FC looking for their first victory. We say hello upstairs here in the broadcast booth with the former MLS defender, Kofi Sarkodie. I'm Dan Weiss. Great to have you with us. Kofi, let's start with the champs, San Antonio FC, winless in their last 3. This after starting with 3 wins in their first 4 matches. Just 1 goal in their last 3, 1 in their last 4 if you count the U.S. Open Cup match against Nashville on Wednesday.
Yeah, Coach Allen will be looking for his attacking group to bring a little bit more onto the pitch today, but he should be really proud of what his defensive line's doing. They'll definitely be kind of holding on to that defensive line today to make sure they keep a strong back line, hopefully get the shutout, and look for his attacking group to get a goal.
Yeah, they can be happy about their back line with just 2 goals allowed in the last 3 matches, but they need some more on the attack, and that's why Coach Marcina has gone out and really shaken up his roster here in the month of April. 6 new additions alone to the roster, 3 this week, including a familiar face, Sam Adeniran.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Sam Adeniran back in. Wonderful player. You can see how he'll do in the offensive half. He's going to be looking to come in, but also to go long as well and shake it up even outside on the wing and dribble up players. But look at this, Tanya Aluwashai here, Sam Adeniran, Jorge Hernandez, a lot of great players.
Yeah, a lot of great players as well. And going back to Sam Adeniran, 10 goals, 20 matches a year ago, including the game winner in the final against Lou City. And here's a guy who knows the system, knows what's expected out of him when he comes to play for Alan Marcina. He should fit right in seamlessly.
Like I said, I spoke to Sam yesterday. He's excited to be back. You said it, you spot on, Dan. He knows exactly what Coach needs from him, and he'll fit right into this squad. I'm excited to see him play tonight. Should be a good go.
And on the other side for Las Vegas Lights, they too are trying to boost their attack and have turned to a former USL Championship MVP, Emmanuel Ledesma, at 16 goals back in his run with FC Cincinnati in 2018. And he should help Lights as well in trying to bolster their attack as they move forward in the season.
Without question, Ledesma has the experience in USL, has some experience in MLS. He'll be excited to get out here in front of a wonderful crowd at Toyota Field and to show what he has to offer for his teammates.
He's going to come off the bench tonight. Could be some interesting strategies from Las Vegas to see what position they're in at a certain point in the match. But again, great night tonight on the field. A little windy out there. 2 clubs looking for 3 points as they head forward here into the month of May. We'll have starting 11s and kick when we return right after this.
HEB's commitment to taking care of Texas extends beyond our own aisles to conserving and protecting the miles and miles of Texas state parks.
I saw miles and miles of Texas, all the stars up in the sky. I saw miles.
Join us in celebrating 100 years of state parks by finding a park near you and learn more about our sustainability commitment at ourtexasourfuture.com.
Wednesday, I'll never quit. Can't stop, man, I'm too legit. Prime time in my own mind. Victory, it tastes so fine. Part of a winner, you just a beginner. I'm saying I'm taking it all, yeah.
There's a powerful beast said to be roaming these woods. And if you listen carefully, you can hear it. And sometimes you can see its tracks. And every now and then, you get a quick glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Better trucks make better stories. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's big, it's bold, and it's back. Pizza Hut's iconic Big New Yorker pizza. Enjoy this extra large, extra cheesy pizza for only $13.99. We're bringing New York-style pizza to San Antonio. Pizza Hut.
Week 8 of the USL Championship season upon us here at Toyota Field tonight. San Antonio FC welcoming in Las Vegas Lights FC. Take a look at starting 11s for both clubs, beginning with Las Vegas Lights. We feature 2 former SAFC players in their 11 tonight, with Tabor Tataka pressed it up top, and Jordan Imble on the back end, who had a goal in 8 matches with SAFC last year. Also, Pato Botello, Foz number 9. He is a San Antonio native. A homecoming for him. For SAFC tonight, Sam Adeniran will start in his what'll be his second match for San Antonio after getting some time as a substitute in the Open Cup on Wednesday. The lineup pretty similar. Also, Jorge Hernandez, beg your pardon, will get his first start for SAFC after he too just joined the club a couple of weeks ago. And there is Adeniran, the 24-year-old. Again, 10 goals in his 20 matches with SAFC. Adeniran began the season in St. Louis. He's on loan from St. Louis FC after playing 4 matches with him a year ago. Alijo Aragon is our center referee tonight, and as mentioned, it is a picture-perfect evening. Temperature 76 degrees, no humidity, a little bit of a breeze, 12 miles an hour coming out of the northwest, and we are underway. Along with Kofi Sarkodie, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Great to have you along here at Toyota Field. It is Sam Adeniran integrating himself right away, getting a first touch on the ball as we're off and running.
Here we go, Dan. You're going to see, look, Las Vegas is going to try to exploit these spaces wide. They know in the this three-back system, that's where there's going to be some space. But if the wingers on San Antonio continue to do their job, get back in those spaces, they'll make it difficult throughout the game.
San Antonio winless in their last 3. A 1-1 draw last Saturday here at home against Phoenix Rising FC. Had to come from behind after going down just after halftime, and a goal by Danny Trejo. But Christian Pirano scoring his 13th all-time with SAFC from the spot of the 59th minute to equalize to give SAFC a point. On the other side, Las Vegas Lights played 4 consecutive draws to start the season, suffered their first loss of the season last Sunday in Miami, as they fell to the Miami FC 4-1 on the road. They are the only club in USL, Kofi, that does not have a win, and the only club in USL that hasn't played a home match either.
Yeah, Dan, they'll be hungry today, exactly. They haven't had a chance. They haven't got a win yet. They haven't played at home, but they put in a pretty good performance the other day in the Open Cup game, and they'll be hungry to try to get something going. Look here, right here. Great start to the game from San Antonio. Wonderful. They're going to keep trying to exploit those wing areas for San Antonio.
Leo Diaz, the keeper, tested early. The young 23-year-old Argentinian for Christian Pirano, who gets the first really good opportunity off just minutes into the match. San Antonio FC's had their way against Lights historically going back to 2018. As you see, 6th consecutive road match to start the season. The stadium, Cashman Field, being used by the XFL club in Las Vegas, so that is why Lights has began the year with 6 straight road matches. They did play, as you mentioned, a home Open Cup match on Wednesday night. It was the first time they got out in front of their home fans, but you think that the schedule has been difficult. Well, next week to go home, they've got to play their first home match on a Friday night, and then two nights later play San Antonio FC on a Sunday afternoon.
It won't be easy, right? That's a very, very quick turnaround at the professional level, so they're going to have to be very, very good about the recovery. Great ball in, great early ball in, well done by the keeper to get it out. It's good pressure here by San Antonio. They're keeping them locked in early on. It's a great start. Coach Allen will be very happy with how his squad started so far, 2 minutes into the game.
It's Isaiah Parker, a young 20-year-old on the wing with a service in. Just couldn't find a runner to get on the end of it there as Leo Diaz, the keeper, aggressive and coming off his line.
Dan, we should be keeping an eye on this right side already. Now, you've had 2 times where San Antonio has been able to get up the pitch and get a lot of dangerous, not a dangerous service in, but also a dangerous shot on goal. So we should keep an eye on this right side here today.
Yeah, I should mention that's Tyler Bagley wearing number 12 playing on the right side, and he's typically been starting on the left. Lucas Stauffer has been the player starting on the left.
Maybe an opportunity here early. Is that a penalty? Penalty kick very early on. It's a great start to the game for San Antonio FC.
A penalty and a yellow is shown to Alexander Romero, and San Antonio FC, just 4 minutes into the match, will have a chance from the spot to get on the board first.
This is a great way to start the game. Look at this replay. Good work here. The defender caught on the back foot, thinks maybe his goalkeeper's coming out or maybe his center back's helping him. I'm not sure there. Should have been a lot more alert. San Antonio FC does great to capitalize on that mistake.
So after not having a penalty opportunity in their first 6 matches of the season, SAFC now with a penalty chance in their last 2. Pirano scoring from the spot in the 59th minute, and this will be Jorge Hernandez looking to open up his account for San Antonio in his second match with the club. Hernandez, the 22-year-old, the native of Mexico. An 18-goal scorer in his USL Championship career, all with LA Galaxy 2, and now looking to get his first with San Antonio FC.
The keeper's trying to look big here. Maybe a little bit of distractions here for Hernandez, but Hernandez should stay calm, pick his spot, and go for it.
So Romero into the books in the 4th minute as Nico Hansen draws the penalty to be taken by Jorge Hernandez. And you hear Elijah Arguin giving instructions to Leo Diaz, the young keeper.
You can hear Toyota Field raising the energy here. They're going to really want this.
Arguin is ready. Diaz is ready. And Hernandez. Off the line. Hernandez, great save by Diaz.
It's a great save, but hold on, we have a flag here, Dan.
And it looks like San Antonio FC. Another yellow's being shown.
I wonder if the keeper left early here, Dan. We're going to see. We have a flag raised on the far side. Did the keeper leave early? Looking at the replay, it doesn't look like he did, but we have a flag on the far side, so let's see what happens here.
It looks like SAFC is going to get another chance here. So we're trying to figure out why the flag went up.
Yeah, Dan, seeing the replay again, I didn't think the keeper went early. Usually the flag goes up when the keeper gets off his line too early, and that allows the player to go back and take another PK. In this situation, I didn't think the keeper left early, but maybe the referee has a closer look and felt that the keeper left his line too early.
Boy, fireworks across the board here. Just minutes into this match tonight, Leo Diaz made a phenomenal stop to keep this match 0-0, and Jorge Hernandez is going to get another try.
Jorge has to keep cool here. You know, he went for the far right corner. He has another opportunity here. Pick his side, hit it with pace, be confident.
Boy, that is frustrating if you're Leo Diaz and Las Vegas Lights. So Hernandez, try number 2 here. As we've been sitting in the spot now for the last 4 minutes. So again, Hernandez looking to pick his spot. And
another get save.
And another rebound try is cleared away from danger. That's 2 magnificent stops from Leo Diaz.
Diaz will be thrilled. He'll be absolutely excited. He's gone down, maybe a bit of an injury here, but what a save. 2 saves back-to-back to keep his team in the game this early on here at Toyota Field.
I tell you, this youngster, Leo Diaz, 23 years of age, boy, did he have a debut for the ages, Kofi. He was part of the River Plate system, the junior program, of course, famed program in Argentina. He's playing for the junior program in River Plate. They're in the 2021 Argentinian playoffs, and their top 4 keepers all go out due to COVID. And so Leo Diaz, the 5th keeper in the system, has to come up and play his first senior match for River Plate against Boca Juniors. He plays them to a 1-1 draw, and they lose in penalties, 5-3.
Amazing. And so for folks that don't know, that matchup, River Plate versus Boca Juniors, it is one of the biggest rivalries in global football, soccer. And so for him to come up at that stage and to perform, I think that's why he shows today why he's ready for this big moment.
4 draws in his first 4 matches here in Las Vegas. 10 saves. Adds 2 right there. He'll only get credit for 1, but they were 2 pretty phenomenal. 1 for his mental confidence here early in this match.
Yeah, it's a great start to the game. I think for him, of course, especially with 2 saves back-to-back to keep his team in the game, they're going to need to settle down very, very quickly here. San Antonio needs to keep on the front foot. They've now gotten a lot of opportunities They're attacking well. But going back to what you talked about earlier, goal scoring has still been something that hasn't quite come so easily for San Antonio FC. They'll be thinking, we should have got that goal today.
Yeah, certainly that has been, if there's one area where San Antonio FC has been trying to plug the holes on the attack. They begin the night tied for 10th in the championship with 8 goals for. Las Vegas 18th with 6 goals for. Been pretty stout defensively up until last Sunday when they gave up 4 in Miami. But Leo Diaz, phenomenal. 2 penalty stops here, even though one will only count officially on Jorge Hernandez as this game remains 0-0 10 minutes in.
San Antonio needs to get out of the hole of the ball here, Dan. Just slow things down. They have a lot of great players. Get the ball wide, just like this from Baptista. Out to the wide areas. Great run here. Bring it back. Keep the ball around. Keep rotating the ball around. You want to keep Vegas moving so they get them tired and open up spaces as the game goes on.
Zico Bailey trying the service in. Bailey playing out on the right flank tonight with Isaiah Parker on the left. Bailey and Parker subbing for one another over the last few matches. Tonight they play as a tandem for the first time with Shannon Gomez beginning the night on the bench. Bailey goes to ground. Mohamed Abu stepping up forward, but it's Las Vegas. Will make the clearance ahead. And Fabian Garcia sending it up into section 122. Take a look at the penalties one more time.
First, great save. Right at the lower corner. He extends his body so well, gets really low, and is able to get a good hand to it. The second one, you would think that BK would be a little bit better there. You want to try to pick out those corners. He didn't have to do too much, but he did great to stand his ground and make the save.
Can't tell that he did much different in terms of his initial motion from the first stop to the second stop.
He was prepared. He was ready to go.
And here's Las Vegas, and they'll put it in as Jordan Farr lost it at the top of the 6-yard box. And there to tap it in to the open cage is Justin Ingram. And Ingram has got his first career goal, and it has been an amazing to a disaster start for San Antonio here 12 minutes into the match.
Look at this goal here. Baptista gets displaced, comes around the corner. Great ball in. Jordan tries to get out. Second rebound, falls simply straight to the 10, Ingram, and he slots it home. Again here, displaces defender. Ball in, Jordan comes in to make a save. The rebound comes straight to Ingram, and he slots it home for the team. Las Vegas will be really happy with the start, back-to-back, very emotional. And this is, then, sometimes this is how it is in soccer. You go from one end of the field, could have had a goal, 1-0, all of a sudden, within 30 seconds, on the other end, and now SAFC down 1-0.
First career goal for Justin Ingram, the youngster from Indianapolis, 24-year-old who last year played for his hometown club in Indian 11, was originally drafted by Inter Miami back in 2022. This is his 34th career USL match, and slots one into the back of the net. And again, San Antonio FC, 2 cracks from the spot, unable to cash in, and Ingram at the other end picks up the ball off of Jordan Farr, unable to secure it at the top of the 6, and slots it home.
Dan, this is a dream start for Vegas. Great save from the beginning, and then to turn around to get the goal within 30 seconds. San Antonio FC is going to want to get back into what they do best. Get the ball under control, find a few direct plays, look for the second ball, and go in there with third and second man running.
San Antonio FC, the one thing they've become a little bit familiar with, even though it will not be to the delight of their coach, is that they've become accustomed to playing from behind. Played from behind last Saturday, played from behind Wednesday in Nashville. It's a good ball in, intended for Adeniran, and cleared away.
Great defense here from Parker. Gets the ball, turns back around, serves an early cross. San Antonio FC is going to want to look for more of that. That's part of their game. They disrupt, they make it difficult for the teams, and they get the ball in the air and they let their attacking players go ahead and attack those goals.
And to your point, they've tried to expose Bagley here out on the right side, using Parker with a service on the left flank. Turned upfield, Pato Botello Faz, who played his collegiate soccer here in San Antonio, was an All-American at St. Mary's with the Rattlers, where he scored 39 times in his 65 matches. Was the Heartland Conference Player of the Year back in 2018. Also went to high school in San Antonio at Brandeis here.
It's a great touch there by the big man Pato to bring his team into the game. Not an easy ball in, settles it down. And if he continues to do that, that's going to be great for Vegas moving forward.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll keep it moving forward for Las Vegas. Out on the right flank here across from Ingram is the former SAFC forward, Tabor Preston, as he'll get a little bit of attention here. He's got to come off momentarily. Appeared in 2 matches, did Preston with SAFC back in the 2019 campaign, or 2020 campaign rather. This after, at his best year as a pro in his first stint with Las Vegas, scored 8 times in 31 matches back in 2019 with Lights. For a club that really has pretty much no players that were a part of the club last season coming back here for this year's team.
Dan, you're going to look Preston. If he continues to stay wide here, Vegas can get through that middle block there and switch it here. He's going to be 1v1 with Parker. You're going to see this matchup coming on over and over throughout the game. It's a good play here. He beats Bailey wide, again coming wide.
And another good test on Jordan Farr as he kicks out the left foot and concedes the first corner of the match here to Las Vegas.
Dan, we talked about it earlier. Those wing areas on both sides going forward for San Antonio FC or on the opposite end for Vegas, that's where a lot of the game's going to be played. You've seen now already the first goal coming from misplacing the defender on the outside and then playing in Bangu. Good ball into the box. And again, now on the left side, Vegas is finding some success there. Equally, San Antonio is hard to find some success on the other side in the wing areas.
Tyler Bagley, the in-swinger here of the first corner of the evening. Balloons this one to the back post, getting under it and able to head it forward as Andres Jimenez stays inside the box, top of the 18.
Good tackle there by the...
San Antonio having trouble clearing, and they'll finally maneuver it out in the direction of Adeniran, and Jimenez back on the ball. Forward it goes. Las Vegas concedes Marcelo Lage, and Christian Pirana with it at his feet. Ayimbola, who has started 4 matches now with Las Vegas after spending 8 matches a year ago here in San Antonio, and a foul whistled on SAFC as Ayimbola goes to ground. 22-year-old from Accra, Ghana, joined the club last year from the Accra Stars.
You look at the foul here. Hernandez just comes in, clips him on the back ankle. It's a foul. He gives Vegas a chance to get out. San Antonio needs to get back in their block again. Continue to be aggressive on the press, but find times where they can get pockets of possession and then get the direct play into Sammy to bring those players in the game. You're going to want Christian on the ball. You're going to want Sammy on the ball, but they haven't quite touched it yet, and we're now almost 16 minutes into the match.
Well, San Antonio possession-wise phenomenal last Saturday against Phoenix. They won the possession battle 56-44. They outshot Phoenix 19-3 in the match and yet only had 1 goal to show for it. And of those 19 shots, 9 of them were on target, so they were pretty successful.
Good tackle here by Bailey. Wonderful. He's going to continue. He wants to continue to go forward there. He's done well to secure the ball for his team. Connor here, be great to switch the ball over. Again, to exploit this left side area here. If Park can get up that space, get some early service in, San Antonio will be really happy. And I think they'll cause a lot of problems for Vegas in that area.
Jorge Hernandez loses it across the touchline, and back it goes to Las Vegas Lights. An auspicious beginning for Jorge Hernandez in his first start with San Antonio FC. Again, there's a player who played 10 minutes at the end of the match the other night against Phoenix Rising, but had not played since the end of October in Belgium. It's been a long time in between matches for Jorge Hernandez, so I'm sure, Kofi, you can attest to there's a difference between being fit and being game fit.
100%, Dan. And when you're away from the game or haven't played that long, you really have to focus as a player to make sure you're doing the extra things to stay fit so that when you do get in the game, you're ready to go. But still, it's going to take him some time before he feels match fit and ready to go.
A free kick here with Fabian Garcia over the ball.
Dan, yesterday I had a good conversation with Fabian Garcia. He talked about the back line and how well they've been doing, at least over the last couple games, to keep the attacking groups from getting too many goals. I'm sure they'll be disappointed with the early goal to give the 1-0 up to Vegas, but I'm sure they're going to resettle, stay focused, and try to keep them off the board.
Hernandez into the box and headed out. It'll be a corner for SAFC, their first of the match. SAFC came into tonight in their first 7 matches, having only trailed for 97 total minutes. But again, second consecutive match at home, they concede first. Justin Ingram's goal in the 12th minute. putting the visitors ahead. Alan Marcina stuck on 99 wins in his career, 51 here in San Antonio. Hernandez, left-footed outswinger in this instance, the first corner of the evening. Takes a deflection, and Connor Maloney!
What a hit from Connor Maloney.
First time, put it over goal, looking for his first goal in league play still.
So difficult to hit that on the volley. One time with his opposite foot. He's done ever so well here.
Check out coming off the deflection.
Deflection here. Connor turns his hip, strikes this wonderfully. He's a bit unlucky there.
Connor Maloney, who scored in the conference final against Colorado Springs, but being a playoff match, still technically doesn't count as a league goal for Maloney in league play. So still looking for that elusive first league goal, so to speak.
Well, I'll tell you, Dan, with that hit, he looked like a striker. He did so great to turn his hips with the opposite foot and to hit how he did.
He was a forward in his career at Penn State and then moved to a wing back, and now he's playing as an outside right back for the fourth consecutive week here for Alan Marcina. This is a giveaway on the back end, and Preston will get to it, edge
Preston
of the box.
Again in the wide area. You see Dan again. Vegas is finding some space here in the wide area and getting a lot of crosses in. San Antonio's going to want to shore that up on both sides to make sure that they can't penetrate on that side. Bring them into the middle where you have your numbers. That's when you'll do better.
Tyler Bagley will take the throw. You see the early possession heavy for SAFC, 65-35 in the early going. Bagley into the box, drops for Ingram. They'll wave it off for the foul whistled on Botello Faz. Pushing off on Lamar Batista. But again, dangerous ball dropping to Justin Ingram. Already with one in his account, first of his professional career. It has the visitors from Las Vegas ahead here early.
Good step in by Bailey again. He gives his team a chance.
Hansen turned to the outside, concedes. They played the advantage with Zico Bailey going to ground, and now Bailey.
Keep an eye on Bailey, Dan. There might be a serious injury here. He's staying down. Hopefully, we hope to see him get up. He's done well today so far to really push the wings and to constantly put pressure on the opponent.
He's going to finally come to his feet as the play continues along. Pirano, or Hernandez rather, trying to deliver one in, is directed out. It'll be the second corner of the match here for SAFC. Zico Bailey came back to his feet.
Back on his feet, but still looks like he's in a bit of discomfort. We hope that he continues to walk this off. Looks like he's jogging well. That's a good sign for SAFC.
So it's again Jorge Hernandez, this time in an in-swinger position. Look at that far stick. That's a good ball
in.
Fabian Garcia turning it wide. Found the end of it there, but Fabian just pushing it wide to that far side post.
It's a great ball in there by Hernandez, so be proud of that delivery. Gives Fabian a wonderful opportunity. Tried to hit a glancing header, just missed it. Fabian will want that back, but overall, San Antonio continuing to put pressure on Vegas to try to get the equalizer.
It's the 8th all-time meeting between these clubs. SAFC 5 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw lifetime against Las Vegas. Perfect here at home where they've gone 3-0 and have outscored Vegas 7-2 coming into tonight's match. 15-8. They have outscored Lights in the history of the series coming into this one. But it's Lights with the early goal from Justin Ingram after the 2 missed opportunities from the spot by Jorge Hernandez. First one, if you missed it, the keeper, Leo Diaz, was called for coming off his line early, was assessed a yellow, and then a second time, Hernandez denied once again by Leo Diaz.
Good play here by Connor. Nice, easy, confident header back to the goalkeeper. San Antonio FC is going to push the team up. They're really going to try to get the ball into the defensive team's half, looking for flicks on, second, third man running.
Abu. Parker. On the touchline is Pirano, and back to Lamar Batista. Going to send Nico Hansen forward, and instead Ingram upfield. Preston, and back to Ingram, a little bit of space, and now trying to send Preston off here on the wide.
It's a great tackle by Fabian there. He times it well. Again, Vegas trying to exploit the space here. The center back reads it brilliantly, slides over and makes the play.
See it one more time there. The tackle there by Fabian Garcia. Good challenge. The throw here to Las Vegas Lights. Boy, wild start here for Isidro Sanchez in his second go around as head coach with Las Vegas Lights. Hernandez. Nico Hansen making the run, but he's not going to get to the end of this ball. It was Jimenez, not the keeper. Diaz, by the way, picked up the second caution, I guess for disputing what the commotion was with Leo Diaz coming off his line and the second penalty being awarded all the way back in the 6th minute of this one. It seems like ages ago. Leo Diaz hasn't been tested since, although San Antonio FC continues to push waves of attack up the field. Those outside channels. Fabian Garcia.
Well done by SAFC now.
Step forward by Yimbala, and we whistle for the foul. Yimbala and Jorge Hernandez. The show of sportsmanship here.
The game still hasn't quite settled yet, Dan. Both teams playing balls into the wide areas, looking for second balls and second flicks. At the moment, Vegas seems to have a little bit of the run. San Antonio will be looking to get back, get the ball down, or get the switches up so they can get flicks on and get their attacking players on the ball, running in behind the back line to make it a bit more dangerous on the attacking side of the field.
Garcia, service into the area. Abu settles. He's looking for Adeniran. Connor Maloney trying to fend off Botello Faz as he goes outside wide. Jorge Hernandez. And a good delivery to Zico Bailey.
Well done, Bailey. You're going to want to bring that ball back. Unlucky. But that's the right ball. You want the ball played in the wing areas. Bailey, to chip that ball back towards the back end of the 6, it makes it very difficult for the goalkeeper to come out, and it gives his forward a chance to run into the ball and to play it. If you look here on the replay, you'll see this ball delivered in here. Bailey comes in. Might have stayed in, Dan. But that's the area that you want that ball delivered in, right there towards the back 6 in the air. Notice how the goalkeeper couldn't come from it. He had to stay. It gives his attacking man the best opportunity to come, meet the ball face on, and to put it into the goal.
Yeah, second look at it on the replay was a lot closer than what I thought initially from the naked eye looked like. He didn't get to it. This will keep with SAFC here as they continue to move up the field, approaching a half hour gone. 1-0. Las Vegas Lights, the club that searched for their first win of the young season.
Here, Dan. The forward does wonderful here to bring his team bring his team into the game. Again here out in the wide areas. He's looking to take Baptista on a bit and bring him back. Overlap by Tyler Bailey. He goes inside.
Preston looking to that back post with a left, and Tabor Taka Preston. 16 goals in his 87 career USL Championship matches. He's played in New Mexico, Hartford, San Antonio, and again, first go-around in Las Vegas back in 2019. Quickly, SAFC and Nico Hansen will get to the end of this one.
This is more of what SAFC is going to want to see. Early ball in by Connor, into the space, striker runs over, gets the ball in possession. After that, he's going to want Bailey to come in, maybe get an easy layoff so Bailey can get some service in. You're going to want runners coming in from the midfield, similar like you see Sam making the run in there, to try to get onto that ball for a header.
SAFC trying to settle a little bit here. They don't often play deliberate. Their pace is one of their trademarks under Alan Marcina the last 4 seasons. It's a good ball, one here. And Perano trying to give it a go, and it was blocked back out. Jorge Hernandez, and that attempt blocked as well by Jimenez. The first time we see Perano and Hernandez sharing the field together, and that will certainly cause a lot of trouble for the opposition.
Another timely tackle here by Fabian Garcia. He's done well to run over, get in that space, time to tackle, and to stop that attack. Again, Dan, you mentioned it. When we get Christian Perano on the ball in those tight spaces, that's where you're going to see a little bit of the difference maker. It's great that San Antonio FC is exploiting those wing areas. coming inside. If they continue to do more of that, they're going to continue to find some more chances on goal. You have to give Vegas credit so far. They are still doing a pretty good job of defending those wide spaces. Even as SAFC came in inside for the shot, they had numbers around the ball to get the block. Again, great play here by the striker. He brings his team in the game. This is so crucial. When you have a big man like that can come in, bring the team into the game, it makes things so much easier.
And another yellow on the hard challenge. I believe that was... it was Danny Rios over there on the far side who got him just outside the box.
Looks like Connor Maloney.
Connor Maloney.
He's in a little bit of pain. Saw him banging his fist on the ground, but Connor's a fighter. I spoke with Connor yesterday. I told Connor, I said, Connor, with your height in a 3-back line, teams might try to exploit that height differential. What do you think about that? So he said, Kofi, I'm up for the challenge. It doesn't matter anytime if you're 6'3", 6'4", if you're fast, if you're strong. I'm a fighter, and I'm ready to fight. You can see the fans loving Connor's, everything about him. He really represents SAFC. He's the heart of this team, and he'll continue to battle throughout this game.
It's his 76th match as a member of SAFC, the club's all-time leader. And just the one guy, to your point, just puts on his hard hat and goes to work every single Saturday.
Good tackle here. Well done by Isaiah Parker. Again, you see Vegas trying to exploit the wide areas. You're going to see this battle all day long, for both teams in the wide areas. Seems to be where teams are getting the most success. Very, very important to continue to watch this throughout the match.
A half hour in, Tyler Bagley. Tello Faz, Bagley. They make the turn here on Parker. It's going to stay with Las Vegas. So Might's already picking up 3 cautions in this match. Romero, Jimenez, and Danny Rios, the latest. 1-0 Las Vegas. The goal by Ingram in the 12th minute. Rios out wide, Bagley.
Well done by Isaiah. Just staying right behind his man, not giving the end line. You want to push him back there. You don't need a foul. Stay close enough to your man to push him back, and you've done your job.
Connor Maloney volleying that one over to Abu, over the top. In Hansen's direction, feeling the pressure of Marcelo Lage on his back.
Another battle here out wide. Bailey's done well, though, to keep his man right in front of him. Doesn't need to go in too hard there, but he does well to get the throw in.
He wins the 1v1 there against Ayimbala. Ayimbala, who scored his first career goal last April in the 6-0 victory by SAFC here at home against Monterey Bay. 6 different goal scorers in that match. Ayimbala, the final one.
Dan, we're 32 minutes in, and really we're just now seeing Sam getting on the ball. That speaks to, I think, how Vegas is playing. They're making it difficult for Sam to get in the spaces that he wants. But great ball here. Can you drop back? You see Sam at the top of the box. They're defending it well. But again, San Antonio FC doing the right things, getting the ball into the right areas. They can continue to do that throughout the match, duration of the match. They're going to find success eventually.
Yeah, Jorge Hernandez and Christian Pirano out wide again, working on the combination, and the drop back ball intended for Adeniran. We know what a deadly left foot he has. It's some bangers of some goals a year ago. 10 over his 20 matches. Adeniran tied for 24th last season in goals. He was 18th in the championship in shots. He had a goal every 157 minutes, almost more than one every 2 matches.
Sam's going to be thinking how he can get in different positions to get on the ball a little bit more here, Dan. He's only touched the ball a few times, as I mentioned earlier. We're past the half-hour mark. You're going to need a player that dangerous. Here's Bailey again wide. If Bailey can put good service in. Sam, his first touch.
There it was with the left, and first really good opportunity for Sam Adeniran. Didn't catch it well, but again, SAFC. It's interesting, they started exploiting on the left side. They've switched now, working on the right side here as this first half's gone
Bailey
along.
coming again wide. As I mentioned, the ball to the backside. Sam tries to take this down. It's very difficult to do that from that area, but Sam will be a little bit disappointed himself in that space. Might be able to take a touch, bring it down, and maybe go as defender, but still, getting him in the game is important, and so the coach will be happy to see that. He's in the box, he's in the right areas. They'll need to continue to do that. Good win here by Batista.
Preston was not able to keep it in play. San Antonio FC begins the night on a 25-match home unbeaten streak. Their last defeat here at home, April 2nd of a year ago, when they lost 2-0 to Phoenix Rising. But they have played 19 league matches, 3 playoff matches, and 3 Open Cup matches, all without a loss.
Dan,
since
that's resilience there, right? To go that long without losing a match. This game's not over. You got to believe that. This team believes in themselves. They're going to fight to the very end.
And in fact, here at home, all time, they have only lost 14 matches in 8 seasons. 61, 14, and 35, their all-time record here at Toyota Field.
They should be proud of that. Credit to the fans here, too. Every game, they show up. They're loud. They're cheering their team on. San Antonians, they love their sports teams, and they are here today. They're going to continue to cheer their team on until they can get back into this game.
Again, another try on the set-piece opportunity. Again, Pirano and Jorge Hernandez. And this was really what we were told about Hernandez as advertised. He was going to help San Antonio FC in set-piece opportunities. Dynamic left foot, although it looks like it's going to be Pirano here over the ball who's going to take this set-piece opportunity.
They'll be looking for some of their taller guys, Baptista, Sammy Adeniran to get on the ball. You'll see Fabian Garcia trying to get in the mix there as well. In these areas, San Antonio FC will be missing Mitch Tainer. He's so tall, he does so well in those areas, and right now he's recovering from an injury, but he'll be back shortly.
Good ball, and close to being, well, it was in the vicinity potentially of a handball, but it goes awry. It'll belong back to Leo Diaz. Yeah, another mismatch tonight for Mitchell Tainer. It's his 4th consecutive match missed. Another match missed as well for Justin Dillon, and this is his 6th consecutive match missed. PC also out for a 2nd consecutive week. David Loera and Kai Koreniuk round out the injury lists tonight for San Antonio FC.
And Dan, when you talk about Mitch Tainer, when you talk about Dillon, those are 2 big guys that give you a big presence in the box. So surely those 2 will be missed, especially on set pieces.
Connor Maloney unable to run that one down. Also earlier today, San Antonio FC transferring the rights of Eric Hurtado, who just joined the club earlier this month and appeared in 2 matches. They transfer his rights to DC United. So Hurtado back to Major League Soccer, where he had spent 163 matches of his pro career. Almost a trade, so to speak. They get Adeniran in from St. Louis and Hurtado out to DC. Far in a dangerous position, unable to snatch that one out, and he's fortunate that Las Vegas doesn't take more advantage of it.
So the ball comes in wide here. I think Farr waited for a quick second, comes out there. Bit unlucky, not sure what happened there. Attacking player decides to go in, continue to put pressure on, and he's rewarded for it. The ball spills out, makes it difficult again for San Antonio FC here at Las Vegas.
A little passive from Jordan. Don't often see that out of him. So aggressive coming off his line to the ball. That'll be a foul on Adeniran.
The defender for Vegas does well here. He knows Adeniran's coming down. Adeniran has a lot of pace. He's done well just to stay right in front of him.
Quick reset for Las Vegas as they come up the right side with Danny Rios. Rios, a homegrown product out of Houston Dynamo. Rios trying to slip one forward. Nobody in the vicinity there for Las Vegas Lights. Abu upfield. And headed out by Zach Carroll. Long-time center back here in USL. His 166th career match in the championship. Carroll's played for Memphis, New York Red Bulls 2, Orlando City B in his USL time.
It's a good touch in here by the 6.
Ingram settling. Bagley over the top is Batista. Switching the play across, and
it's a great touch by the winger.
Preston.
Now 1v1 again in the space. Bailey coming to try to provide some help.
Preston with wheels around Maloney and doesn't take it well with his left.
He's done well to get wide and to get in line, Dan, but just when he's a little bit better on the delivery there, he'll be disappointed in himself.
And that certainly, I think, again, to your point, Connor Maloney, not the biggest player, certainly not the fastest player, but he's up for every single challenge. And obviously they switch Preston out from the right side to the left side. He'll be trying to expose that a little bit for Las Vegas.
Sure. Connor will be excited for that. He's not one to step down. Trust me on that one. He's going to continue to go hard throughout the game. Doesn't matter which opponent you put over there on his side. And you have Fabian Garcia covering them. Great ball in here. Again, Bailey on the wide areas. He finds Sammy Adena in here.
Makes the turn. Stays.
Wonderful. Unlucky.
And he goes to ground and no whistle, and Las Vegas back on possession. They can see Jorge Hernandez.
That's going to be a foul top of the box.
And it's going to be another yellow.
Good opportunity here for San Antonio FC in a good spot. Credit to the pressure. They didn't allow Vegas to get out. Right away on the turnover, they are there to put pressure to make it difficult.
Ingram served the fourth caution in the first half here for Las Vegas Lights.
You see Sammy here trying to make some work happen. Bailey on the first press. The defender probably should have left it for the goalkeeper. Doesn't do a good enough job to clear it. Pressure here again. Hernandez comes in and draws the foul.
Sets up a dangerous set piece here for SAFC at the end of the first half. So Ingram joining Romero, Jimenez, and Rios, all in the books of Eligio Arguin, our center referee here.
Coach Marcino will be happy with that pressing action, right? He talks about that all the time in his interviews. He loves the way his team presses. Bailey there, Hernandez there, everyone stepping forward to make it difficult for the team to get out.
Let's see if they can cash in here at the end of the half. Morano over the ball, Batista in the box with Adeniran, Fabian Garcia, Connor Maloney all outside the 6. San Antonio has been down since the 12th minute.
If Vegas were to concede here, they'd be a bit disappointed. They've had a strong half, and it was really an unforced area. The goalkeeper was out there, could have collected the ball. Defender tries to get it out, doesn't clear it well enough, and now you put yourself in a very difficult situation.
Toronto going for goals. Toronto scores, puts it in. What a strike! Christian Pirano, the Galazzo to equalize in the 42nd minute.
That's exactly what San Antonio FC needed right at the end of the half to go in, hopefully 1-1. Again, Vegas will be disappointed there. They've done well the first 40 minutes. They give away an unnecessary foul. San Antonio capitalizes on a free kick. Great turn of events for San Antonio FC.
Second goal in as many Saturdays for Christian Pirano. And Tuca's got his 14th as a member.
Great free kick, right into the upper 90 there. Goalkeeper couldn't get over quick enough. Christian should be very, very happy with the free kick. Right over the wall, puts in a very difficult area for the keeper to get over.
And so Pirano with the equalizer to level us at 1 just before halftime. As the first goal in the run of play for, well, more free kick, so I can't really say it's a run of play goal. But for SAFC, first goal, not a penalty since Zico Bailey's goal. It came at the end of March in Monterey Bay.
Dan, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Given the way the game was going, it's great to get a goal right before half. Hopefully give the team a little bit more confidence. You're going to get the crowd involved. Everyone's going to get excited. They'll be looking to continue to press forward to try to put Vegas on the back foot now.
Second goal on a set piece for SAFC here this season. As Pirano has leveled at 1.
And then that's why they brought Christian Pirano into the squad, right? He's going to be a difference maker, whether it's on the dribble or whether he can score great goals like that off free kick plays. Here you see Christian Pirano again, brings the ball wide. Isaiah Parker
concedes and nearly numbers the other way for Vegas.
It's a great touch on the wing here.
Preston foul by Lamar Batista. Batista will go into the books here at the end of the half. Coming in the 44th minute, Lamar Batista pick up his 4th caution of the season.
It was a beautiful touch here on the wide area. He sees his defender coming, just gives a nice little flick over the defender's foot to draw the foul.
Bagley will run over to take the free kick here. Bagley strikes it well in. Connor Maloney to it first. Hernandez trying to send off Christian Pirano, but a little too heavy and a little bit awry white. Imbala will play it back to his keeper, Leo Diaz. And will balloon over Preston and into the scores table area.
Moving to the 45th minute here. Dan, both sides will want to be cautious now, not to give up a goal before the end of the half. A lot of the momentum has switched now in favor of San Antonio FC. Of course, they'll continue to want to press high and continue to want to make it difficult for Vegas. Vegas at the moment might want to get back in the locker room. As it is, 1-1, refresh up, and get going again in the second half.
San Antonio will keep moving up the field here. And 4 minutes added time here at the end of the half. Denner inflicts Jimenez. It's to settle. There's a crowd there, and it's Pirano digs it out of the crowd momentarily before Ingram. A great ball over the top in Preston's direction, turned out by Batista.
He's done well. He's done well again, reading the game well. Sees the ball coming in. He's well positioned. Doesn't have to do much. Just puts the ball out for the throw-in. Back in his position now. The back line will look to maintain and stay tight together in these next 3-4 minutes. Again, here on the wide area. Great cover by Fabian Garcia. He'll see this out for a goal kick.
A little heavy on that touch there by Preston, trying to turn the corner on the right side. SAFC has outshot Las Vegas 8-3, make it now 9-3 in the first half. 3 of the 9 shots on target. Pirano the equalizer in the 42nd minute. A terrific goal from the corner of the box on a set-piece try for his second goal of the season and 14th with SAFC in 62 career matches.
Should be proud of the set-piece play, Dan. It's really, really great hit. Finds the corner, left-footed, makes it difficult for the keeper. Again here, San Antonio FC wide, in the wide areas, trying to make some damage happen here. No foul called. They'll need to recover the ball here again. Well done, Connor Maloney.
Spinning out of the tackle, and now caught is Isaiah Parker as they overload on the right side here. Running is Bagley on the overlap.
Early ball in. Jordan Farr decides to wait. Good challenge by Connor again. In the air. We mentioned it earlier. He's not worried about those aerial duels. He's going to give it his all. He does great to get the touch and send it wide.
Back into the box. Otello Faz. He's got 3 collapsing on him. Able to dribble out of the tackle there, and Las Vegas in possession here at the end of the half.
Vegas has responded well, Dan. They haven't set back after the goal. They're continuing to push forward here on San Antonio FC to try and make something happen. Ball into the striker here.
Try to play to the number 9, Botello Faz. He continues to try to play with the ball at his feet. He's pushed out of the area this time.
Well done, Bailey. Just to hold his duel there. He doesn't need to do too much to foul. Just keep the player going backwards, and he does his job here.
A semblance of possession for Las Vegas at the end of the half. They really haven't generated much in terms of a sustained attack in the final third at all here in this first half. They're going to get a corner out of it. It'll be their second of the match.
San Antonio FC will need to stay focused here. Again, in the last 5-10 minutes of the games, or the halves and the games, is when teams tend to lose concentration and give up goals. So San Antonio here, Jordan Farr will be yelling at his teammates. Connor, Fabian, the core of that back line will be telling the teammates, stay focused here, let's get in the half, do not concede a goal.
Bagley on the service, far stick, plays it short, directed out. All the numbers are forward here for Las Vegas. Pirano going backwards, placing off of Imbala. That'll belong back to San Antonio FC, but we're closing in on the 4 minutes allotted at a minimum here. Salihu Arguin will take a peek at his watch, and he will blow the whistle for halftime. San Antonio FC concedes in the 12th minute after being denied not once but twice on a penalty from Leo Diaz. But Christian Pirano in the 42nd minute with a great hit from the corner of the box levels us up at 1 as we go to halftime here at Toyota Field. More coming up here. 1-1 San Antonio and Las Vegas as we hit the halftime mark.
Born to win, see, I'll never quit. Can't stop, man, I'm too legit. Prime time in my own mind. Victory, it tastes so fine. Part of a winner, you just a beginner. I'm saying I'm taking it all, yeah. Glory.
Hi, sports fans. I'm Jeff Davis. To be a successful athlete, you need to have a great strategy. And just like your favorite competitor, at Davis Law Firm, we play to win.
Working remotely during this national emergency, we settled a wrongful death case for $6 million for the family of a father killed by a company van.
That means call the Fours because the Fours are with you. So if you've been in a car truck wreck, call me at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. We'll come to you during this broadcast. That's right, there's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
There's a powerful beast said to be roaming these woods. And if you listen carefully, you can hear it. And sometimes you can see its tracks. And every now and then, you get a quick glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Better trucks make better stories. Toyota. Let's go places.
Every morning, I go through Chick-fil-A and pick up a large unsweetened iced tea with a splash of diet lemonade. One time, there was this handwritten note.
Who doesn't want to see a smiley face, you know?
I got another note on it the next time, and I was like, whoa, for just something so simple. This is like my little splash of sunshine.
Everybody wants to feel like you're appreciated and you're cared about.
That simple note has had such a big impact. I write notes on receipts now.
That's amazing.
It's my pleasure.
No, it's mine.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
For me, starting out in this business, it was very overwhelming and also exciting. My name is Casey Hanlon, and SWBC PEO really helped propel my business. They have automated payroll systems for me. They helped create my employee handbook, and they have over 45 experts that know how to handle just about anything employee related. I could not have one person do the job that SWBC PEO does for us. Our partnership is not just business, it's a relationship.
Let's eat, y'all, y'all. Let's eat, y'all, y'all. Let's see if you can keep up with the beat, y'all, y'all. Take a seat, y'all, y'all. Time to feast, y'all, y'all. Then let's see what you can really do for me, y'all, y'all. Crab legs, duck eggs, bon appetit, y'all, y'all,
I had a great life and was in excellent physical shape. I never thought about the importance of heart health until I'd had a massive heart attack when I was just 35 years old. While on life support, I thought a lot about my son and the moments I would miss. Luckily, thanks to Methodist Healthcare, I received a heart transplant and a second chance. Now I understand that heart care is about more than just you. It's about being there for the ones that matter most, because your heart belongs to those you love.
Born to win, see, I'll never quit. Can't stop, man, I'm too legit. Prime time in my own mind. Victory, it tastes so fine. Part of a winner, you just a beginner. I'm saying I'm taking it all, yeah.
Halftime at Toyota Field, 1-1, San Antonio FC, Las Vegas Lights FC. Entertaining first 45 minutes here at Toyota Field as we say hello once again upstairs in the broadcast booth with Kofi Sarkodie. I'm Dan Weiss. Great to have you. Great to have you with us, Kofi. A lot of entertainment in that first half. A lot of things happening from missed penalties to multiple penalties to Las Vegas looking like they were in a disaster position to coming out ahead, and San Antonio still able to come up level at the end of 45.
Absolutely emotional first half, right? 2 PK saves. You go back on the other side within 30 seconds. You get to go, look here, the first PK. Defender gets caught on the wrong side, goes to the spot. Goalkeeper makes a great save. We get a flag call. Sounds like there's another foul in the box. Goalkeeper makes a second save, back-to-back, within a minute. They go down on the other side of the field here. Offender on Vegas displaces Baptista here in the area, turns, drives down to the end line, whips the ball back to the middle of the pitch, slotted home. 1-0, back-to-back. All that happened within 1 minute, Dan.
Crazy. Ingram gets his first career goal in the 12th minute, and then Pirano right before the half. What a golazzo.
Beautiful strike. Beautiful strike. Sensational goal. He'll be extremely happy. Not a lot was coming from the run of play, so San Antonio will love to get that goal on the mark. They'll go back in at halftime. Coach will be thinking, how can we exploit the wide areas even more, continue to get guys in the box so we can get the second goal.
Well, they had a lot of opportunities on the run-up play. Plenty of crossing opportunities in the first half as we take a look at the first half numbers, and you'll see San Antonio FC, possession-wise, fantastic. 55% of the possession. You see the 12 crosses. And at times it looked like they dominated the play, just couldn't get, again, which it seems recurring theme, couldn't get that final last touch, final pass, whatever the case may be, or a great save or great play by the defender for Las Vegas.
You have to give Las Vegas some credit here. San Antonio FC, they are getting wide. They are putting balls in the box. San Antonio FC will look to get more attackers into the area to make it difficult, but credit to Las Vegas. They've done well. They got their block in there. They're winning the balls in the air, especially in the box, and they're making it difficult.
Okay, so if you're Las Vegas, you're 1-1 here on the road looking for your first win of the season. You made an interesting point that they kind of took a little bit of a page from what SAFC likes to do. Do they continue that philosophy in the second half?
I think they will. If you look right after the goal at San Antonio FC, Las Vegas kept on the front foot. They stayed up in San Antonio FC's half. They tried to be the aggressor. They didn't step back. And for them to do that here at Toyota Field, credit to them. I think they're going to come out here in the second half and continue to do a little bit more of the same.
Well, we'll have an answer here coming up in just a bit. We've got a level of half, 1-1 apiece here after goals from Ingram in the 12th minute and Pirano just before halftime in the 42nd minute as we take a break. 1-1 here at Toyota Field. Our halftime will continue after this.
At H-E-B, we're inspired by Mexico. The colors, the flavors, and aromas. And we want to share them with you. So we created the H-E-B Mi Tienda family of products with authentic Mexican flavors. From savory marinated meats, frijoles and queso, to tamales, soft drinks, and more. H-E-B Mi Tienda brings you the traditional flavors you love. One more reason here, everything's better.
Powerful beast said to be roaming these woods. And if you listen carefully, you can hear it. And sometimes you can see its tracks. And every now and then, you get a quick glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Better trucks make better stories. Toyota. Let's go places.
1-1 at the half. San Antonio FC and Las Vegas Lights FC level here after 45 minutes of play. Well, a little bit of a bittersweet moment in the USL this week as we say goodbye to the longtime president, Jake Edwards, who steps down after 8 years as USL president. Taking over will be Jeremy Allenbaugh and Lee O'Neill. Allenbaugh will be the new president of the championship, Lee O'Neill president of League One, as the USL executive team continues to lead USL as the league aims to shape the future of soccer in the U.S. as the second division. And Alec Papadakis, the CEO of USL, had this to say: all of us at the USL are grateful for the contributions that Jake Edwards has made to growing not only the USL but soccer in America. When we outlined our vision for the future of the USL more than a decade ago, Jake proved to be the right leader at the right time to guide our organization through this transformative period. Jake will always be part of the USL family. So, again, congratulations to Jake Edwards. Bittersweet that he's leaving the USL after all the effort he's put in expanding the league and certainly dealing with the interesting dynamics of lower division soccer between all that goes with it. But on to bigger and better things. We wish him nothing but the best. Second half coming up on the other side, level at 1.
H-E-B's commitment to taking care of Texas extends beyond our own aisles to conserving and protecting the miles and miles of Texas state parks.
I saw miles and miles of Texas, all the stars up in the sky. I saw miles.
Join us in celebrating 100 years of state parks by finding a park near you and learn more about our sustainability commitment at ourtexasourfuture.com.
See, I'll never quit. Can't stop, man, I'm too legit. Prime time in my own mind. Victory, it tastes so fine. Part of a winner, you just a beginner. I'm saying I'm taking it all, yeah.
There's a powerful beast said to be roaming these woods. And if you listen carefully, you can hear it. And sometimes you can see its tracks. And every now and then, you get a quick glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Better trucks make better stories. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's big, it's bold, and it's back. Pizza Hut's iconic Big New Yorker pizza. Enjoy this extra large, extra cheesy pizza for only $13.99. We're bringing New York-style pizza to San Antonio. Pizza Hut.
Start of the second half here at Toyota Field, San Antonio FC Las Vegas. Lights level at 1. We'll get a couple of substitutes for either side as we move to the second half. Shannon Gomez on in replace of Isaiah Parker, and Nacho Bailone on in replace of Jorge Hernandez for SAFC to begin the second half. For Las Vegas Lights, we'll see Andrew Carlton, the 22-year-old winger. He'll be into the match. Jacob Bashu, the 9th-year veteran, 30-year-old. He'll come on in place of Alexander Romero, and it'll be Carlton as he'll come on for Danny Rios to start the second half.
Dan, some interesting subs here. You look at Shannon. I talked to Shannon Gomez the other day. He loves the battle out wide. He has the right mentality. Every time he's out there in the wing, he's thinking, how do I stop my defender from getting ahead of me? But on the other end, how can I get M-line on the opposite side of the field to make it difficult? So you're going to see that matchup here with Tyler Bangley on the other side throughout the second half.
And they'll keep Shannon out on the left side here with Zico Bailey, who started the night on the right side. Bailey will play on the right here as we begin things in the second half. With Kofi Sarkodie, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us. 1-1 our score at the half. SAFC in their home black kits with a pinstripe white. Las Vegas Lights in their away white kits trimmed in blue. SAFC winless in their last 3 matches. Las Vegas winless in their first 5 matches to begin the season, with just 4 points to show.
Dan, you talked about an interesting sub here from the Las Vegas Lights, bringing on Andrew Carlton, crafty player. You're going to see him. He's not afraid to go 1v1 at Bailey. He's not afraid to drift inside. He's an intelligent player. He'll be looking to make a difference for his side here in the second half.
Carlton last year playing with San Diego Loyal. This year leads the team in chances created with 8 coming into tonight's match. Started all 5 of the previous matches coming into tonight, but again, they played an Open Cup match, as did San Antonio, midweek against Real Salt Lake. So the body's not as fresh as they would normally be on a one-match week.
Dan, I'm going to bring this to, I'm going to highlight this again here. The number 9, Patricio for Las Vegas. Ball in here, 1 second. The center half's done well here for Vegas. But again, the Patricio, he continues to bring his team into the game. He's a great outlet player. He's holding the ball up well and finding the guys in the wide area. If he can continue to do that, Vegas is going to have a chance because they're going to be able to get the ball in difficult areas and maybe spring out to the wide areas.
So Hernandez out now means Abu will take the corner. Outswinger here with a left foot. 3rd corner of the match for SAFC. Ball bends to the top of the 6 and is cleared out as Connor Maloney got on his horse to gather. Trying to turn on Bashu, and Connor Maloney commits the foul.
Bashu does well there just to stand his ground. I love Connor continue to have that attacking mindset to try to get past him, but the defender does well, holds his ground, and wins the free kick.
So Leo Diaz, who was busy from the get-go, had to face not 1 but 2 penalties. Stopped both of Jorge Hernandez's attempts to keep the game 0-0 right off the hop. And Ingram scoring in the 12th minute to give the visitors the 1-0 lead.
Another win by the number 9 for his team. A ball in the wide area. Service a little bit too far. The winger there will want that back again. You saw that in the first half when he got end line and couldn't quite find the cross. He's going to want to get those down. Really aim for that PK area to give his team a chance.
And it's his final delivery that's been troublesome all night. Otherwise, he's been outstanding with the ball at his feet on the wings as Preston.
Good touch by Abu. Brings the team in. Shan's going to continue to come down here, drive end line. Brings the touch in. Good step in by the defender. Both sides playing well. It's going to be a real battle here in the second half, Dan.
And the ball awarded back to Las Vegas as Carlton and Abu each going after it. The goal conceded by San Antonio was the first one they've given up in the opening quarter hour. It's only the 3rd goal they've given up in the first half all season.
And they'll be disappointed, Dan. As I mentioned, I talked to Fabian Garcia. He talked about how well the defensive line's been playing. They're continuing to put in a good run of play so far, but they will be disappointed with the goal.
Unfortunate they were able to grab the equalizer back just before the halftime whistle. Again on a terrific strike from Christian Pirano. Right at the corner of the box. Not much the keeper Leo Diaz could do. Unless he was perfect getting off his line as soon as the ball was struck. Just a little late getting over to his left.
He tried his best to get over, but Christian struck it very, very well and gave him not much margin for error, and he's able to get the goal. Here you see Andrew in the middle here. Tries to do some magic. Disrupted. Again, Bailey on the ball. Shannon, great first touch forward. He's going to look ahead. Brings it back. A little bit of possession here, Baptista. Now they're going to find Sam if possible. A little bit too far. Goalie comes out and picks it up. They'll be looking for more of that, Dan. Just looking for Nacho now in right next to Sammy Adaran. Flicks on. Second man running to try to exploit Las Vegas.
And you've got quite the top three right now for SAFC with Nacho Bailone joining Sam Adaran and Nico Hansen as the three front runners for Alan Marcina here in the second half.
I think with those substitutes, you kind of see what Coach Alan Marcina is thinking. He's going for this. He wants to continue to be aggressive in the attacking half, and he wants his attacking lineup to continue to feel confident. He needs them to be active for them to win this game, and he's put them all on. He'll be looking for them to make some magic happen in the second half.
Jordan Farr will handle this one.
Out to Shannon Gomez here.
Shannon, who had started
a good run,
for the
breaks
last
2
5
tackles.
matches.
Unlucky. The striker will want that one back. It was unlucky that he couldn't settle it down, but Shannon did well to break 2 tackles and to try to bring his player into the game.
Back to San Antonio FC here. And almost an unexpected, more deliberate start to the second half based on the fireworks that we were gifted to start this match. A lot of chaos across, and the chaos has not duplicated itself here, at least in the first 5 minutes.
Andrew Carlton's picking up the ball wide. Back to the goalkeeper. A long ball here. And they'll be looking for the second ball. The center back does well, but Christian Ferrano, excellent position to pick up the ball. He's going to drive to the end line, tries to make the play. Good positioning by the center half for Las Vegas. Abu again on the second ball. Good touchback.
Unable to connect with Zico Bailey. And Ingram, poor pass on the outside, trying to go back to Botello Faz. They'll give it back to San Antonio.
Fabian Garcia also there for the cover. Unlucky play there in between San Antonio FC. I think the players are just on opposite pages there. But you'll see they're continuing the press. Christian Perano picking up the ball in a good position, driving end line. Again, you're just going to see that from both teams this half. Driving end line from the wide areas and trying to get some service into the box.
Imbala directs it out as SAFC continues to move up the field here in front of Alan Marcina.
Good touch by Bailey. Way to open up his hips there. Abu touching to Christian Perano. Working the wing areas a bit. Decides to go alone. Brings it back. Bailey opens his hips. Touch in. Abu, they decided to keep it here on the right side. They had an opportunity to switch. And Las Vegas get a touch. Las Vegas throw in.
Imbala will come up here to take the throw.
Then you see in the last play, Abu, Bailey, Christian Perano both had opportunities there where they could have switched the play, get onto the left side, and then move it across the back line. They kept it in-house here on the right side. Las Vegas ended up picking the pocket and getting a throw in. Here now they're starting to use the left side, which is great. Unlucky touch here from Christian Perano. Again, a ball into the wide area. Baptiste needs to be careful, right? He's on the yellow card. I think the attacker might try to take him. He waits for the overlap. Plays Tyler in. Unlucky.
Botello, Faz, Bagley in the overlapping run sequence there, and they're unable to connect.
The winger did well there to slow up the play, Dan. He just wants to deliver that pass to Tyler, make it easy for him to be able to hit a one-time cross into the box.
Some miscues on both ends here to begin things in the second half. Fabian Garcia plays it off Patello Faz and San Antonio FC. Again, possession in front of Alan Marcina tonight, coaching in his 90th league match with SAFC, 51-17 and 21.
Good movement here by Sam Adeniran. He's done well. It's his first action here in the second half. Skips past the defender. He continues going, and he goes for a shot. Well done.
Adeniran gets one on frame. Leo Diaz will parry that one aside. Will bring about the fourth corner of the evening for SAFC.
Sam Adeniran just showing a little bit of what he can bring to the table when he's on the ball. Skips past the defender here and decides to go for goal. It's good. That's what you want to see from your forwards in the attacking half. Eyes on the goal, looking for shots.
Carlton able to settle and make the clearance out. Shannon Gomez. Abu clips one in.
It's a good header by the center half.
Jimenez with space, some time. Ingram switching the play. Trying to get it back over to Carlton, and instead Gomez.
Well played by Abu. If he sees Bailey here on the left side, it's also a great pass here into Christian Piranha. Oh, that's not Piranha, sorry.
Nico
that's
Hansen.
the number 9. Nico Hansen.
Makes one that's partially blocked by Marcelo Lage and handled easily by Leo Diaz. So Leo Diaz, the one match that we mentioned, playing for River Plate in the Argentinian playoffs in 2021, and his 4 matches here with Las Vegas Lights sums up his senior career. 2 fantastic stops on penalty attempts to open the game. Abu.
Good ball here by Abu.
Hansen.
Into the 9. Hansen will look for an early cross in. Well done, well defended. But that's what you want from the number 9 there in that area. Early cross in. You want to whip it right in between the 6 and the goalkeeper's area. Hopefully you have an attacking player coming onto the ball, coming past the near post. That will draw the defender out. Another player coming in to make it difficult to try to get a touch on goal.
So it's Abu now on the near stick here. Going to be an in-swinger here. Abu can't get it over the front line of the defense. Gomez serving it back to Mohamed Abu. A little heavy on the touch, though. To stay with SAFC. Will belong back here to Leo Diaz as Las Vegas will soon make their 3rd substitute, as will San Antonio FC. It'll be the veteran Eric Cubo Torres, the Mexican who will come on here. Looks like just before the hour mark. Camardi Smith will come on for San Antonio here momentarily.
What you'll see from Cubo is a player that, given the opportunity, he will capitalize. So they're going to want to watch out. Here we have great ball in. Nacho, look at Sam Adeniran.
Couldn't get it across the face of goal, though. Read well by Leo Diaz. Came off his line, was not passive in that situation, and went out and snagged it before it ended up at the opposite post, the Sam Adeniran's welcoming feet. And there is Eric Cubo Torres, the 30-year-old in his 14th pro season, 67 career goals, 38 of which have come in Major League Soccer.
Nacho's in the right area on that last one. He'll just want to try to get that up a little bit higher so Sam Adeniran can attack that ball, but getting the ball in the right spaces. Missed touch there.
Weston was heavy on that. Flick to the outside. Ayimbola.
Strong tackle.
And Ayimbola has shown yellow for that challenge. Jordan Ayimbola picks up the 5th caution of the evening for Las Vegas.
Comes in here, it's a strong tackle. Takes Bailey to the ground, gets up quickly, but the referee's not having it today, decides to give him the yellow card.
Cleats up, perhaps? I mean, he connected right at the ball the time he went for the tackle.
I was looking at that. It's a tough one. Cleats up cleats were up a little bit, times it well to get on the ball. So we have to trust the referee there. He has a good view, decides to give the call.
So Cubo Torres comes on here as he'll replace Preston just before the hour mark. Preston was really strong playing on the wings here tonight. It was more about his final touch and final delivery in this match, but well played nonetheless. Nico Hansen will come off and will be replaced by Camardi Smith. Cubo Torres will make his 6th appearance of the season, and Camardi Smith comes on for his 8th appearance of the year.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, Cubo Torres, he won't need too many opportunities to score. If he gets a chance in front of goal, within the box, he'll make it count.
And after the yellow to Ayimbola, Abu on the reset, just below us.
Ball lifted in. They'll be looking for the second ball here. Win by Nacho, out by the center half. Las Vegas will be looking to clear here. Ball drops to Fabian Garcia. Good intercepting by Tyler.
We'll stay with San Antonio. 1 hour through, 1-1, San Antonio, Las Vegas.
Tyler Bagley defending out here, 1v1 with Sammy Adeniran. He does well to keep him right in front of him.
Bagley at 5'7", and Adeniran at 6'4".
Small difference.
Runs like a gazelle.
I'll say it, Dan, though, in the wide spaces, height isn't as important. If you can stay low to the ground, watch the ball, keep the defender in front of you, you're going to be okay. And Tyler Bagley did well there.
And a foul in the midfield on SAFC. Abu commits the infraction. Las Vegas to reset here. So both clubs have gone to their benches for 3 substitutes here before the 1 hour mark. Leaving 2 in the back pocket of both Isidro Sanchez and Alan Marcina here for this final half hour. Ayimbola heavy on the touch. Into the box, and Garcia able to make the clearance out. Abu lost his footing. That allowed it to come through to Andrew Carlton. Torres flicks it along.
Another ball in the wide area.
Ayimbola trying to serve in. Zico Bailey blocking it out.
Well done by Zico and Connor. Double teaming here to make it difficult. Good clearance out. Sammy Adeniran with the touch. Nacho again with the touch.
That should be a foul. They play the advantage. This is going to be another. Oh,
no advantage.
No foul.
No
Wow,
foul.
It looked like they were playing the advantage was Elijo Araguin. It was a clear as day jersey tug, and they let it play on.
The fans here at Turner Field are not happy. They're not interested in that. They believe it was a foul.
That takes deflection out. It'll be a corner for Las Vegas. Yeah, Alan Marcina saying exactly what we saw up here. A clear as day jersey tug would look like Elijo Araguin was playing the advantage, then was going to his pocket to pull the yellow, and all of a sudden decided not to.
You see here, he has Nacho, brings Nacho down with the tug. It should have been a call. He misses it. Las Vegas goes the other way, and now they have a corner and opportunity on goal.
And a yellow to the assistant coach for Las Vegas. That's Juan Carlos Garcia. Oh, no, excuse me. This is a yellow to the assistant for San Antonio. That's Dario Pod, beg your pardon.
I'm sure the assistant was frustrated there. He knows that the team deserves a call here in the middle of the pitch. They didn't get it, and now turn around 5 seconds later, Las Vegas Lights with the corner kick and a chance here on goal. San Antonio FC need to stay focused here. They're going to want to clear the area quickly.
Service in, headed out.
Good step out here by Fabian Garcia. He gets beat in the wide area.
Carlton, good ball. Top of the box, turned just wide. What a chance. It was Ingram once again.
Ingram continues to find himself in the right position, coming in on goal. Fabian Garcia, Andrew Carlton gets the better of him for a second. Ingram comes in, tries to pick out the pocket there in the lower corner. He's a bit unlucky.
It was a great ball by Carlton, going right back to the top of the box, set up that chance. That'll be a foul on Fabian Garcia.
Fabian stepping in the midfield to assert himself. He wants to let them know that he's here. He's going to battle all night long. Early free kick now to Las Vegas Lights. Again, here they go, attacking the wing areas.
Jimenez, little space. Jimenez over the
Excellent
top.
ball.
Cubo Torres at his feet, deflected, and going to ground inside the area. That was Carlton. No call, but it'll be a corner awarded to Las Vegas.
Dan, look, it's a beautiful drive in here, straight through the middle of the pitch, shakes one defender, comes inside, just a little scoop here right over Connor. Great touch by Cubo, and credit to Bailey, Zico Bailey coming in to make the defensive play. It's not easy. He had to be aware and he timed that well. You give Cubo Torres another second there, and that's likely a goal.
Fourth corner of the match for Vegas. Carlton bends one to the top of the 6. Batista with the header out.
Great step by Batista. You can see here at Toyota Field, the fans are getting into the game. They're trying to push their team up, raise up the intensity, continue to push forward.
Yeah, more tense moments than I'm sure they imagined here when they probably took a look at the records of these two clubs. Saw SAFC 3-1-3 and Las Vegas no wins in their first 5 matches. Probably thought it was going to be a bit of an easier match maybe than they expected. Yet they go down early, 12 minutes in, get an equalizer, but yet the second half hasn't opened up as perhaps they had hoped after that goal by Pirano.
For sure, Dan. If you look at their midweek game against Real Salt Lake in the Open Cup, the team battled you at MLS club, 90 minutes strong, took them into overtime. They're hungry right now. If you look at the way the coach is talking about the team, they believe that results are coming. So they're going to continue to push forward. They're playing very confidently now, much more confidently than you would think for a team with their current record.
Milone fouled. Will set up a dangerous free kick here for SAFC.
Well done here by Nacho. Defender just a little bit too aggressive. Nacho does well, puts his body in between the defender and the ball, makes the defender make a decision. He's too harsh, and he gets the call.
That's Marcelo Lage, the rookie, stepping through. Played his collegiate soccer at Hofstra, Coastal Carolina, and at GW. So here's Abu, kind of that in-between area where you can go for goal or you can serve one towards your back post.
You see the number 20 Nacho here. He runs backside on Cubo Torres, and delivery is too long.
So I said it's that in-between area. You're kind of at that 24, 25-yard mark where you got a good strike. You could go for goal from that strike, but your real estate obviously becomes shorter in trying to serve a good ball in towards the back post.
100%. I think with the big bodies that they have on the team right now, with Nacho, with Sammy Adeniran, they're probably hoping to get the ball into a wide area, just get the second flick in and run into the box. But Abu will be a bit disappointing in the service. He has quality. You'll see him being able to switch the ball left to right, 70, 80 yards, and that delivery, he'll want that one back.
Zach Carroll just picked up a yellow, another yellow, 6 cautions tonight on Las Vegas. And Ayembala is out, and Lucas Stauffer, the 27-year-old who has scored in each of their last 2 matches, scored on Sunday in Miami and scored in their Open Cup defeat against Real Salt Lake as a defender. He leads their club with 2 goals. He's on here in the 68th minute.
Key substitutes coming in from both teams, Dan. You see, it's be interesting to see who's going to be the difference maker over 90 minutes.
And perhaps surprising, we have not seen the player we highlighted at the top of the broadcast, Manu Ledesma, for Las Vegas to make an appearance into this match yet. It'll be a foul. This one on Stauffer immediately into the game and immediately commits an infraction. It's Pirano who's in need of some attention after that last collision there with Stauffer. Stauffer just a little bit too early there.
Christian Pirano does well there to just get right in front of him. And as you mentioned, Dan Stauffer, a little bit eager, takes him down, wins a free kick.
Once again, Abu in a more traditional spot here. But as you pointed out, this is really where SAFC misses a guy like Mitchell Tainer. Got Bailoni kind of camped out where Tainer would usually be at the end of that line over there on the far side.
Mitchell Tanner's so good in the air. When you float up a ball like this, you can count on him to get there, win the second, flick on just like Nacho did here, and hope that a second SAFC player can get on the second ball.
They switch the play to Vegas. Carlton runs it down.
Great ball by Carlton there.
And
good step.
Nicely done by Kamarni Smith. Keeps it moving, but not the best delivery upfield by Zico Bailey as it lands back to Leo Diaz. "20 minutes or so remaining here before the allotted 90 is complete. 1-1 we remain.
It's been an interesting half so far, Dan. Both teams still trying to feel each other out a little bit. Good leave here by Andrew Carlton. Good touch here by the big man. Well done by Connor. Keeps it in play, wins the foul. The ref decides to play on. Abu brings the game into the team. Shan Gomez here on the wide side.
Step past Torres. Keeps it moving upfield for San Antonio. Can they break through in these final 20 minutes and get a much-needed 3 points, the champs?
Unlucky there on the tackle.
On the flip side, can Las Vegas break through for a go-ahead goal that could see them come away with their first victory of this young season?
Coach Marcino will be very happy with Samuel Denner in there. Hasn't quite been able to get in the game yet, but still giving his team that defensive effort going back towards the other goal.
It's not been the magical night, perhaps, that Adeniran had hoped for, making his return to Toyota Field, but we've still got time to be played. He headed out here by Batista. Bagley will take the throw to ground. There's Eric Cubo Torres.
Baptista's going to want to be careful here. He's
sitting
already
on a
on
yellow.
yellow, so he needs to not he wants to make sure that he's not into any ruckus with any of the players. So when to step back. Cubo, as you mentioned, he's a veteran player. He's smart. He's going to stick on Baptista and continue to play with him. Try to play mind games. Hope that Baptista will give him a nudge, give him a push, stay in his ear to try to draw that second yellow to get him a red card.
You saw Isidro Sanchez is the second-year head coach. It's his second go-around with Las Vegas. Took over for his father, Jose Luis Sanchez Sola, better known as Chelis, who was the original head coach and technical director of this club back in 2018. It ended up being suspended for 12 games over the course of that first year, one for ref contact and then one for fan contact. So he did not last beyond the middle portion of the season. His son, Isidro, came on to be the head coach, the interim head coach at the end of the year, and then was brought back in the winter to be the full-time head coach this year in year number 5 of the organization. An organization that has not, or year number 6, I should say, organization that has not made the playoffs in any of their 5 seasons that they've been in the USL.
But he'll be happy with how his team's playing so far against the champions.
Flag up here on Bailoni.
You're here in a very difficult place to play against the champions, and you're continuing to try to be the aggressor and put pressure. He'll be happy. But San Antonio FC, they're not done yet. Still early. This team is resilient. They know that they can score late in the games, and they'll be looking to have the difference make come later in that second half. Good winner by Baptista. Well done by the striker. Good ball in. Defended well.
Jimenez. Cubo Torres flicking on. Secondary support coming there from Ingram.
Great touch by the midfielder.
Carlton trying to make the turn, looking to fend off Zico Bailey. Abu upfield. Marcelo Lage will head that one forward. Bailey steps through. Comes the challenge there from Ingram and will remain with San Antonio FC.
Both teams fighting for every inch here, Dan. I think this game's going to come down to the final minutes. Both teams want it. Both teams playing for everything. Good touch here, and
From Arnie Smith, Christian Pirano! And will earn San Antonio their 6th corner of the evening.
Well done by Christian Pirano. Look here. First, Nacho. Great touch in. Decisive run in here by Christian Pirano. Takes the ball off his chest. Tries to get in line and bring it back to Sam Adeniran. He's done well. Wins a corner for his team.
That one got through, but no one there. Past Fabian Garcia, who was the initial runner trying to get a flick on that service. So Las Vegas with a clearance on the aerial duel. Pirano, Bagley. Bagley will push in the back there.
Both teams fighting for the ball. Fabian Garcia comes out wide, wins his team a free kick in a good area. Abu will be looking to get some good service here to give his team a chance to try to get a shot, an opportunity on goal.
Again, you circle at the top there, number 20, Nacho Bailone, is kind of where Abu is looking to pinpoint this ball. Try to bend it a little bit, maybe use Nacho as a decoy here and see if they can get either Adeniran or Batista as a runner from the middle of the line. Let's see. That's exactly what they're going to do. And Diaz comes out to punch it away, and we get a foul whistled as it's knocked into goal by Pirano, but it'll be waved off.
But then the ball, the area that Abu delivered in, that's where you want to put it. It makes it very dangerous for the keeper to come out, and if you have big runners coming in, always going to give your team a chance. Look at this replay. Abu plays the ball in here. It lands right in that PK area. Beautiful. Makes it very difficult for the goalkeeper to come out. And a strong finish from Christian Pirano, even though it's called for a foul.
The keeper, Leo Diaz, who got bumped by Sam Adeniran, thus causing the whistle and the foul before Pirano could put the rebound back in. He's on the ground for a few more minutes. This is not to the delight of the Toyota Field crowd, but a bit of a breather for both clubs here, and an opportunity for us to kind of tell you how we got to this point. 1-1 San Antonio and Las Vegas. SAFC missing a couple of penalties in the opening minutes of this one. This was after Nico Hansen got fouled by Romero inside the box. Hernandez would step to the spot, denied by Diaz, but Diaz called for coming off his line a bit too soon. Another miss there by Hernandez. And then Las Vegas, moments later, it's Justin Ingram off the fingertips there of Jordan Farr to give the visitors the lead in the 12th minute. And then just before halftime, what a strike from Christian Pirano.
Beautiful ball.
Off the fingertips of the keeper Diaz and into the upper 90 to level the match at 1. And that is where we have stayed through the first 30 minutes plus of the second half.
We haven't seen a lot of chances in the second half so far, Dan. Both teams still trying to figure out how to break each other down. Again, I think you're going to see something coming from the wide areas with some service back into the middle for the strikers to come on to for a goal. But so far, dead even in the second half.
Last time San Antonio FC was winless in 3 consecutive league matches. You're going to go back to October of 2021. My partner was still playing back then. San Antonio, it's been a while since they've gone 4 straight matches. They haven't, in fact, in the Alan Marcin era.
You look for the wide side. Shan wide. If you can get him in early, get a touch, early service, or Shan will look to go 1v1. He skips past his defender. They want to look to bring that nice early ball in.
And deflects off of Bagley. It'll be another corner for SAFC. San Antonio showing some urgency here.
You see here, Dan, Shannon gets the ball in the wide area, brings it back. Nice lob in for his attackers. He's done well to get wide.
That's going to go back to the keeper, Leo Diaz. Abu's service was headed away from danger. And if you're Las Vegas, you've been content through 4 of your first 5 matches playing to a draw. So they're in a position that they're familiar with. Obviously, the goal is to get all 3, but at the same time, this club has been satisfied playing to come out with 1 point on many nights this year.
Yeah, and the reality is it's a very, very difficult place to play. You're playing against the former champions. If they can get a result here, they'll be more than happy to go back home. The next game is a home game, so they'll be excited to go back in front of their own fans and try to get some victories there.
And I think that's the other part of it, too, is that you've played 6 consecutive matches on the road to start. You take results in 5 out of 6 of those. Yeah, no wins, but that's still pretty good, considering the adversity that the schedule makers have thrown your way so far.
100%, Dan. Those points, those draws on the road, they make a big difference, especially when you get into that summer window and moving towards the end of the season. They'll be happy with how they started.
Obviously, for San Antonio FC, this being their 8th match of the season, 5th match here at home. We're looking at a 3rd consecutive draw here on their home pitch.
Service here from Carlton. It's not a bad ball in. Jordan Farr takes it comfortably. Releases it early to Sammy Adeniran. You see Shannon Gomez going near the wide area, but both Shannon and Nacho into the same area. One of the players is to come into the midfield, draw the defender away so that he creates space for the wide player.
Carlton skips past Bailey. Numbers on the right side here for Vegas. Ingram. Bashu.
Just pay attention here to the wide side. If they're able to get the ball and switch it over here to Tyler Bagley. Good turn here by Carlton. Keeps possession, brings it wide.
Back to Ingram.
Early ball in.
Kubo Torres in the vicinity. And headed along here now to the left side. Bagley will get some operating room.
Good ball, unlucky. Good clearance here. Nacho, he'll want to do better there. You can see he lifts his head up. He's a bit disappointed. He wants to just sell that nice and easy for his attacking mate to pick the ball up so he can make the play.
Fabian Garcia put one up, and we've got a collision between Botello Faz and Jordan Farr. Botello Faz will be called for the foul here as we move into the final 10 minutes. And you see Botello Faz along with Jordan Farr, Lamar Batista, all in the vicinity there. Bashu. Switch it out wide here now on the right side.
Good first touch by the right back. Shannon Gomez tracking him down.
Stoffer.
Good switch of play.
Carlton.
You see Tyler Bagley come on the backside. Good strike by Carlton. Good save. Parries it away.
Carlton.
No call.
We play on. Abu. Met well by Bashu. There's Jordan. We see the aggressiveness there coming off his line quickly to intercept.
That's what you want from your keeper. It gives you confidence to know that you have strong, strong hands behind you. He's done well. He releases the play, and now his team's all the way up the pitch. It's an excellent play.
And the final substitute of the night for Las Vegas will be the man we touched on at the top of the broadcast, Manu Ledesma, the 34-year-old and the former USL MVP. And he'll take out Botello Faz here for the final 8 minutes, whatever added time. Ledesma scored in his Las Vegas debut. This is his 3rd appearance, 1 goal in 2 matches, 17 career goals in USL Championship for the Argentinian.
Ledesma will be looking to make a difference. San Antonio FC, they need to stay focused. You know, the number 9 here that's just been substituted off, he's done well for his club, did what he needed to do, kept the ball in, brought his team into the game, and gave them some life. Ledesma will be looking to do some of the same, but even maybe more attacking plays on goal.
Hugo Torres, Shannon Gomez, and Ingram playing it off to the right side.
That's going to be a foul.
That is a foul, late to the ball.
It's the second one there from Stafford being a bit late to the play. He's maybe lucky that he doesn't have a yellow card now. Here he is, again, a bit late. Takes down Abu. I think he'll be fortunate that he didn't get a yellow card. Good step forward here by Fabian Garcia.
Bailey's not going to be able to run it down, however.
Then 6 minutes left here, about 6 minutes left here. San Antonio FC, they're going to want to get Sam Adeniran and the Nacho into the game, combining with each other. They need to find a way to get in behind. They haven't really had that much here in the second half or much at all this game. If they can start getting a little bit more plays in behind the back line of Las Vegas, I think they're gonna come to life, especially here with only a few minutes left in the game.
It's Abu. A nice turn. Abu. Good slip ball. Adeniran just can't get to the end of it.
So close, but that's what you want. Great play in here from Abu. Great ball in. Sammy Adeniran trying to make the run into the area. You'll need more of this. Ball's in behind. Abu lines up, plays a crafty ball in. The defenders on the right side, they do well to cover, but you're going to need more of that. Sammy Adeniran making those runs in behind the back line and getting some service in from the midfield.
Alan Marcina does have one more sub at his disposal should he so choose. He has one striker on the bench, Tani Oluwaseyi, who was just brought in on loan from Minnesota United. It is the 22-year-old from Nigeria, but not a lot of experience for him at the professional level.
Good switch here by Andrew Carlton.
Gut says Allen's probably going to stick with the 11 that he's got on the field right now.
Good pressure from Baptista and Shannon, making it difficult here on the left side. Shannon waving his team forward. He knows time's pressing. They want to continue to push forward. They'll be looking for the second ball here.
And there it is. Bailey, or Kamarni Smith, rather.
Good touchdown the wing area. Early service. You have 2-3 players in the box.
Smith takes a deflection, but right to Marcelo Lage.
Unlucky. You'll need more of that, though. Continue to get down those wide areas and just try to pick out the right player. You have 3 guys in the box now. Look here at the top of the play. Both Nacho, the number 20, Sammy Adeniran, the number 14, Christian Perano, the number 19. They're staying in. They're making it difficult. If they can find those 3 in the area early on, they're going to give themselves a chance here in the last 5 minutes.
It's a free kick here awarded to San Antonio. SAFC wants more added here.
See, the ball's wide here. You see Nacho here at the top of the box. He's asking for it. You see Sammy Adeniran right there on the shoulder of the defender. That's what you want. The more guys in the box, especially at this point in the game, this late, the better. They're showing an effort to get there. That's what you want from your attacking players. They just need an opportunity, a chance, half chance even on goal to try to make the difference.
All right, so this is almost the identical spot where Christian Perano delivered at the end of the first half, but it's on his opposite foot, so he's not going to take it here. I almost figured they would give Fabian Garcia a crack at it from that point, but they've got Abu lined up over the ball.
Yeah, it looks like they decided to go for the cross. Again, they'll probably be looking for a second flick on and a secondary runner, third runner in on the box. Fabian Garcia has the ability to hit it from this. He's done it before in 2022 and also in 2021, but they've elected to go for the cross. Hopefully they can get in here, get a flick on. It'll be important for the goalie, especially if Leo Diaz can come off his line and be strong for his team. The back line, all those defenders will really appreciate that. It's a very important play this late in the game.
Abu, as SAFC looks to break through late. To the back post and headed away by Maloney was the target. Abu, another try, serves one low. That doesn't come through. Connor Maloney out wide. Shannon Gomez into the box, right to Leo Diaz.
Let's put the ball in the right area, Dan. A bit unlucky. It was defended well by the Las Vegas Lights. But that's what you want. Service from those areas, in dangerous areas, into the box. You have to make the defenders make a play, and that's what Abu did.
As we inch closer to the full 90. Jimenez, good turn out wide. Stauffer. We get it back here from Ledesma. And it's Ingram. And what do we got now?
Looks like the center ref is coming over to speak to the fourth official.
Something with Jimenez, obviously.
And then, really, almost at the 90th minute mark, San Antonio FC will be thinking, how can we exploit Las Vegas Lights, especially in the back line here with only a few minutes left to go. Again, you're going to want to try to get some runs in behind here from Sammy Adeniran, Nacho, maybe a combination play here in the middle of the field to release him. If Christian Pirano can continue to get the ball in the middle of the field and find a way to turn and attack that back line, that's when he's going to be most dangerous.
Alan Marcina was just shown a yellow card by Eligio Arguin. Well, and if you think this is exciting, Kofi, these two clubs will play again in 8 days at Cashman Field. It's almost like a Champions League scenario for San Antonio FC. The second leg in Las Vegas coming up next Sunday.
Very true, and I think there's a lot of learning from this game that both teams will be taking for that second match. It's going to be great. Now we're going, San Antonio FC now going away to the home field of Las Vegas Lights. It will be another challenge, good game away from home, especially if Las Vegas Lights can get a result here with a 1-1 draw. They'll be believing that when they go home that they can get another result, maybe a potential win at their home field.
Well, Ledesma now will earn a corner for the 5th one of the evening for Las Vegas, as again we inch closer to that 90-minute mark.
Now, San Antonio FC has been defending this well all game. They've done a great job getting their players first to the ball and clearing the area. Jordan Farr will be happy with his defensive line there. Shan Gomez here picks it up. 5 minutes of extra time.
Yeah, not a lot. There hasn't been a ton in the second half that would garner a ton of added time. Oh, well, this might add a little bit more to that as Sam Adeniran kind of ran through Jacob Bashu there in the midfield.
San Antonio FC, they're going to want to get this going pretty quickly. They don't want to get too involved with this, especially at their home field. They have, here you go here, Sam Adeniran in the middle of the field. Las Vegas Lights player tries to foul him. He knows what he's doing. He knows that there's only a few minutes left in the game. They don't want to let Sam Adeniran get going, get forward. He fouls him, professional foul. They move forward.
Adeniran will be shown yellow here in stoppage time. Again, just killing clock right now. But the ball is to San Antonio FC's feet at this point. Jordan Farr.
We know Jordan has a distance to play this ball there, and he'll just be trying to lift it into the big players. Again, they'll be looking for a flick on and trying to get to the second, third man runner.
Into the box. Hugo Torres went to ground. Vegas was able to make the clearance. Ledesma fouled. Zico Bailey will go into the books here late.
As you see here, Ledesma comes in, just a late tackle there by Bailey. He doesn't quite catch him, but Ledesma has to jump out to get out the way to avoid the tackle. He deserves the yellow card there.
And now Bagley. Bailey into the books for the second time this year.
Jordan Farr staying off his line. If the ball comes too far into the box, he's going to want to try to get out there and get it. You see, he comes forward a little bit, decides to stay back, makes the right decision.
Batista heads that one out. Stauffer searching out Cubo Torres.
1v1 at the wide areas.
Ingram, nice cutback. Not the great ball though, back across. Abu upfield. Pirano keeps it moving.
Keeps it. It looks
Bailoni
like it's
he was in an offside position behind Jimenez. Didn't time the run properly.
But you want more of that, Dan. That's exactly what they need. Try to get the ball into behind the area. The back line of Las Vegas Lights, they did well to hold their line together, but more of that, especially here with only 2-3 minutes left in the match.
And one would figure maybe another minute after the yellow that was given to Adeniran and to Bailey. But it won't be much more than that.
Good flicking here by Christian Perano. Unlucky.
Torres trying to make the turn. Carlton went to ground, was looking for the foul, none to be had. Torres. He was holding on to Batista there, and he'll go into the books for a yellow.
I think you're going to see over the next minute, Las Vegas is going to make this difficult. They're going to continue to foul. If they're out of position, they'll draw the foul. They'll go ahead and take the yellow cards. They're going to try to slow down San Antonio FC. They know if San Antonio FC can get going, especially this late, if they get the crowd behind them, they're very, very difficult to keep off the mark.
It's 10th caution we've had tonight. 10 yellows handed out in this match by the referee.
Jordan Farr's going to want to get this forward as quickly as possible.
It's the flick. Adeniran's there. Crashes into the keeper yet again. It's the second time Adeniran has gone into the keeper, Diaz. And unfortunately, San Antonio FC is staring at yet just another result here at home, and not the full 3 points that has seemingly eluded them for the last month. They have not taken all 3 points since winning away at Monterey Bay at the end of March.
Yeah, Dan, they'll be looking back and trying to think, how can we continue to create more opportunities, especially for the talented players that we have at the top? How can we get the likes of Sammy Adeniran into the game, involved more? How can Christian Perano link up with Sammy, or in this case, currently Nacho? But when they figure out, once they can get that combination play going and unlock those players, I think the floodgates will start to open.
And some of that is, again, we showed you at the top of the broadcast, all of the personnel turnover just in this month alone. I mean, it's going to take, you've got a long season, but it's going to take these guys some time to learn how to play with one another, how to interchange with one another, how to find the sweet spots of one another. It doesn't happen necessarily overnight.
No, it's all about relationships. And the thing is, what's most important is that all these players, they have the right mentality. They're bought into Coach Alan Marcinez's system. Here you go. A ball out wide here. Christian Perano running it down in the wide area. Sam Adeniran steps back. Tries to get out.
A little heavy there. And, a foul whistled. And I'm not necessarily so sure there was an opponent that ran into Ingram. It almost appeared Ingram ran into his own man.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the referee saw there. Ball comes in. Sammy looks to get away from his defender.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit there.
Just a little bit. He did run into his own man, but Sam Adeniran just got a little bit of the piece of Ingram's foot there.
So in those areas, Dan, Sammy and Christian Perano, they'll be wanting to see how they can exploit those areas together. Both of them very, very talented attacking going forward. The more they do things together, try the combination play, look to dribble one, find the second man running, I think the stronger they'll be together.
And for the third consecutive weekend at Toyota Field, the club split the points. San Antonio FC held to just a single strike once again. Comes off the foot of Christian Perano, the second time in as many Saturdays. But it's a 1-1 draw at Toyota Field as Las Vegas Lights earns their first ever point here in South Texas. Ingram for the visitors in the 12th minute, Perano in the 42nd as we finish level at 1, Kofi.
Yeah, Dan, I think both teams took advantage of a few opportunities that they had. Probably a well-earned draw. Of course, Las Vegas will be happy gaining a point on the road, especially here at Toyota Field with such a strong, great crowd. San Antonio FC, they'll be thinking through how can we continue to get our floodgates open, especially in the attacking half.
SAFC on the road for the next 3 matches. They won't be back at Toyota Field until the 27th of May. Tonight it finishes in a 1-1 draw with goals from Justin Ingram in the 12th minute. Christian Perano scoring in the 42nd. SAFC on Bally Sports coming up next Sunday as they will take on Las Vegas Lights once again. For Kofi Sarkodie, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss saying so long. 1-1 we finish the final here tonight. This has been a presentation of USL. Have a great night, everyone.